Hello. I'm back. I think this is my first video for well over a year. I just kind of got out of the way of doing them, and Instagram kind of took over. What I needed, but I've always wanted to make videos again, so here I am. Thanks to everyone who's kind of kept in touch, whether it's been email or Skype, in fact, FaceTime. Spoke to Mark on FaceTime, that was good fun. And Rob, if you're out there watching it, I haven't watched any VC videos. In fact, that's a lie. I did watch a couple, but I haven't commented. Thank you for your messages, Rob. I did email you back, but I have a horrible suspicion that your email is probably like mine and full of spam. But I did get your messages, and it meant a lot. So it's been a bit of a funny couple of years, really, which is why I haven't been doing much VC wise. But anyway, I'm still alive. I'm still here. Still buying records, although I have tried to cut down quite a bit. But I don't really know that I have. So I've just got a handful of, well, I say a handful, some random stuff just to kind of get back in. So hi to everyone. Yeah. First thing, this is a kind of funny one. This is the Amazon's Play Santana. Found this in a charity shop. Had a cool cover, and sometimes these are really good, sometimes they're bad. This is a pretty good one. To be honest, you probably wouldn't really be able to tell that it wasn't Santana if you're listening to it. It's just on that budget Stereo Gold Award label. This had a cool cover. I got this in the same batch of stuff, but this was really quite bad, actually, and the sound quality is horrendous. So the Incredible String Band. This is in pretty poor shape, but I had to grab it because it is original UK pressing on the white and there we go, on the white and green label. I'm going to give it another clean. It's pretty scuffed up, and it has quite a lot of scratches on it, but it plays surprisingly well. So, and I've wanted that for years. So, I'm pleased to have it, even in poor condition. I didn't pay too much for it, so I was quite happy. I was recently away on holiday, and I picked this up, which is a kind of compilation of electronic music. I think it's French or Swiss or something. Spanish. Madrid. But this is really good. Especially these two tracks here. This Bilitis and Accidental Lover are really good. Yeah, so I can definitely recommend this if you ever see it. Grab it. Another long time one, Scott Walker 2. I would like to get 3 and 4 at some point. But this speaks for itself. Any Scott Walker's good. I think this was probably his most successful album so it's probably the easiest one to find. That was good. I picked up this. This was a kind of blind buy. This is Lamb, a kind of hippie folk group. But that cover just sold it to me. And it's actually a pretty good listen. I like that kind of hippie stuff. Actually, when I first turned over, I thought this was Donovan. But it's actually a girl. So, there we go. Well, I've had this for a while. I don't know whether I've shown this. Like I said, not making a video really for a couple of years. This is I bought this in a... I think I bought it in a local record shop, actually. I have a feeling it was possibly... Yes. See, it's got there. It was a sample copy. Sample, not for sale. I don't know whether they'd noticed that, but I got this cheap as chips, and it was a soft machine I didn't have. I don't have much soft machines, to be honest. So I was delighted when I grabbed that. I don't know whether that kind of stamped promo really makes it more valuable, but it's a good album. I'm not going to bother showing that. I picked this up, Lord of the Rings by Bo Hansen. This is pretty good. Kind of VC staple. Got that in Union vinyl for £5, so I was pleased with that. It's on famous Charisma label, which I kind of collect but not too seriously. Then we have a few new releases. This album I've really enjoyed, St. Vincent. I hadn't really bought any of her albums before, and I decided I needed to buy some new music because I was kind of stuck in that always buying old music rut. And I'd heard good reviews of this, and it's really good. So yeah, recommend this if you haven't heard it. Another new one that I bought was the latest MGMT album called Little Dark Age. I love this. Love everything that they've done. And in fact, it's not covered on here. The first track on it, She Works Out Too Much. There's a great video on YouTube of that somebody has put the music of that track to the World Aerobics Championships from like the 80s or something. It just fits perfectly. But yeah, MGMT, good kind of electronic indie album. What else do I got? Oh, I picked this up while I was away on holiday as well. I've been looking for a long time. Kevin Ayers, Banana Moore. Nice gatefold sleeve. This is on Harvest. This is the first of his albums I've actually got. I've got a few of his things on CD, but yeah, I love Kevin Ayers. But you just don't see them. Everyone keeps hold of them, so pleased to have picked that up. This was another charity shop find. Ted Moses and the Mother of Necessity Big Band. This is one of those ones that could have gone either way. It's actually really good. So if you see this, yeah, definitely worth. I wouldn't spend too much on it, but it's definitely a lot better than it looks. This I got in a car boot sale locally. I think I paid £1. She was selling their records for £1. Motley Crue. I just picked it up for a laugh because I've got a friend that's mad on Motley Crue and Kiss and all those things, and I thought, I've never listened to Motley Crue, I'll give it a spin. And it really isn't my thing, but I did like, I think it's the last track on it, On With The Show. I did enjoy that. I don't think I'll spin it too often, but there will be a time where I need to listen to this. And it's a bit of fun. And for £1, I've definitely got my money back. Keith Jarrett, the Colne Concerto. The Colne Concert, sorry. This is amazing solo piano, but it doesn't really need much of a introduction from me because apparently it's one of the best-selling jazz albums of all time. Bizarrely, they had Jamie Lee Curtis was on the radio and she mentioned this album, and then I think the next day or the day after, I found it in a charity shop. It has a scratch on it. It doesn't jump, but it certainly makes a few ticks through one of the sides. But apart from that, it's perfect. So, I was delighted to have this. And if you don't know it, it's unbelievable. Finally, Flaming Lips, The King's Mouth. This was this year's Flaming Lips Record Store Day release. And of the things that I bought, I definitely think this was the best of it. I was kind of really disappointed with the David Bowie stuff this year. They seem to be really uninteresting choices of things to release. Whereas this is all new material, and I think this is probably their best album for a while. This is it's just really good, a really, really good listen. And this is on gold. This is the Record Store Day one, so it's on limited edition gold vinyl. I think it's subsequently been released on black vinyl. But yeah, delighted with this. So that is it. Hopefully, like I said, I will make some more videos. I will be continuing my Instagram, so follow me on Instagram if you wish. I am Dr. Strangely Strange on YouTube. My Instagram account is Kip of the Serenes, which was the name of their first album. So if you're interested, head over to Instagram, and I generally post, well, I don't post everything I play, but I post most of the things. I haven't done any for a little while actually, but yeah, I'm back. Always comment, always reply. I will always reply, and hopefully I'll start watching videos again too. But I've got a son that's mad into Pokemon at the moment, so I've been playing Pokemon quite a lot. Is 41 too old to take up Pokemon?